Hey, what's going on? Big Cash with 210 Hoods movement. Yeah, today I wanted to talk to y'all about uh this is a continuation of Tupac's Alive Part 2. Uh I just wanted to give you a little bit more of a rundown uh about how I what I how I feel about this about Tupac, if he's alive or if he's dead, uh in that nature. So but before I continue about Tupac, uh, I just want to let y'all know there's there was this investigator by the name of Russell Poole, right? And he was investigating about the death of Tupac, and he was getting real deep. You know what I'm saying? He was getting evidence, finding out more, more proof what was going on, and he was finding out that there were some dirty cops. You know what I'm saying? There were some dirty motherfucking pigs in Las Vegas, man. So so he called his connection, man, and he thought, he can trust his connection. I guess he trusted him before, man, or whatnot. But he called his connect, and that investigator told him, you know what, we're gonna have a meeting. Go ahead and bring all your evidence, everything you got, every whatever documents you have, man, whatever, bring it all. We want to check it out and see what you got, you know. So that's what he does, And then when he shows up to this meeting, there was like four other cops there, you know what I mean? Like top investigators. And so they all show up and he brings forward all the evidence he has. And then guess what happens to Russell Poole, man? He has a fucking heart attack there. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly has a heart attack. Now you tell me if that's fishy or what. You know what I'm saying? Like he goes, shows up, brings all his evidence, and then ends up dying, and they don't know where the fucking evidence is at. So you tell me who's fucking dirty? It's the government, man. Government. Like I said, like I told you on the other videos, COINTELPRO, man. It's the FBI. The FBI is behind the COINTELPRO, and they're the ones that wanted to take out Tupac. And see, Tupac knew about that shit, so that's why he had to do what he had to do and split. It was either him to split, or he was gonna get killed, man. You know, and man, if I was in his shoes, I would have bounced, bro. You know, not that you can't be all bad as I don't give a fuck if I die or whatever, man. You really do, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to fucking live. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So he brings all the evidence, man, and then ends up having a heart attack. That's what they said he had. So they probably suffocated him or something, man, or put something in his drink, had a heart attack, or they did something to him, man. So anyhow, about Tupac, back when he was over there in Las Vegas, at first he didn't want to go. Like he said, he didn't want to go with them sellout niggas. That's what he said to one of the to I think it was Michael Moore, that bouncer. I was one of his bouncers, man, and so but he ended up going, and so he takes his bulletproof vest with him. You know what I'm saying? But he had it at the motel, like I said, and so I guess I don't know when or what how we talked to Tyson, but Tyson was in on it. So he told Tyson, man, that he needed first that he was low on cash, that he needed some cash. You know what I'm saying? So he talked to Tyson, so he told him, man, so what can we do? And he's like, well, you know what? We could fix a fight. I'll knock him out in the first round KO, and you could get, bid whatever money you can, and you'll get paid. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened, man. So Tyson I guess he talked to Bruce Seldon. That's the dude he fought, you know, on that night, September 6th. And you could tell, man, because when they fought, Mike Tyson threw a punch that barely connected, bro, on top of his head. He threw it like right, and it's like he kind of blocked it, but it just barely, you could tell, man, barely skinned the top of his head. And Seldon goes down, and that's it. He don't get up. So then, right after the fight, there were fans yelling, "Fix, fix, fix!" Man, check out that video, man. You'll see it. You'll see that punch, and you can. I'm not sure if you can hear the audience yelling "Fix," but yeah. Uh, I guess Tyson paid Seldon to go down, and that's what he did. So anyhow, so right after that, my Tupac waited for him. You know, they embraced when once he saw him in the hall coming out, they embraced. It was a good, solid 5 second embrace, man. Like thanks, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then they parted ways. Pac went to collect, got his cash, had time to go pay off who he had to pay off, and that's when they were able to fix that when they jumped Orlando Anderson, paid that motherfucker off. I mean, that motherfucker was by himself, bro, and he's a crip. He's a crip, and he was by himself at the MGM, Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they roll by packs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially out there in Las Vegas, dude. So come on, man. You know it hadn't been fixed. He was by himself. So anyhow, um, so yeah, so right after the fight, so then yeah, so after the fight, he bounces, man, collects, and did that little deal with Orlando Anderson, bounce. He went to Suge Knight's pad, went to his crib, changed shirts. Like I said in my other video, he put on that bulletproof black Nike muscle shirt, bulletproof vest, and then they were gonna head to that club. I think Tupac was supposed to perform there too. And one of his bouncers, I think Michael Moore, was over there at the club, and his other bodyguard was behind him. And you know what I'm saying? So then that white Cadillac with them COINTELPRO cops were in there, and also Lil Havdale was in there. You know what I'm saying? They were saying Lil Havdale was also in that motherfucking car, bro. So I'm not saying who's the one who shot. It could have been Lil Havdale. That's Snoop Dogg's cousin, man. Lil Havdale, Snoop Dogg's cousin. And then I don't know if y'all seen that video. You can also look it up. That's when also that Snoop was saying, he even admitted it. He kept telling Tupac, told him a couple of times, hey, cuz, you going to Vegas, cuz? He told him that like during the flight, and then right when they get off the flight, he asked him again, man. He goes, hey, cuz, you going to Vegas, cuz? Why was he so interested in him going to Vegas, man? And they were kind of beefing at that time. You know what I'm saying? So Tupac saw that shit. That's why he knew. That's why he called him a sellout niggas. He was calling Snoop Dogg and all them motherfuckers. He didn't like Dre. Tupac didn't like Dre. He was calling Dre calling him a faggot. You know what I'm saying? And saying, he's out there sucking dick, eating pussy and shit. And they had a video also, man, where he called Dr. Dre a faggot, and Dr. Dre goes, hey man, I'm not a faggot. I'm bisexual. You know what I'm saying? Believe that shit. So anyhow, I personally feel that Snoop Dogg was involved. You know what I'm saying? In regards to that shooting, dude. So, anyways, in that first video, I was telling you that there was a video that that Tupac called this one dude, this one homeboy, and I got his information right here, and it's called his site. Well, his site is called Guaranteed VIP for Life. So you could look that up, Guaranteed VIP for Life, and the title was "I Received a Phone Call from Tupac." So if you check that video out and continue watching that homeboy's video, also you'll get some input on recent shit that's coming out. Recent, I'm talking about 2018 shit. Yeah, so if you want to check out that channel and send me any comments and see how you feel about it or whatnot. Anyways, back to Pac, man. So there's so much controversy and gossip going about Tupac. So you really don't know what to believe out there. You know what I mean? You got to kind of use your best judgment and kind of look at the videos and see. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some shit that you can't believe, and there's some shit that's true. You know, so you just got to use your best judgment, man. That's all I can say. Uh, like I said in the other video as well, that I saw this video. Uh, it was Tupac, bro. Tupac, straight up. It was Tupac. He looks exactly the same, man. No bullshit. He looks exactly the same. Just he aged, man. He looks like a 45-year-old Tupac. Wait, to me, it's Tupac, man. You could tell, man. Straight up, man. No, all bullshit to the side, man. Real talk, man. Point blank, period, bro. That was Tupac, man. So, anyways, oh, I just want to talk about something back that happened back in '94, just real quick. Uh, Remember when Tupac got shot? I think it was around 5 times back in '94 at the studio. He was shot and robbed, right? And that's when Puffy had showed up. Puffy and his entourage showed up, and then there was like a room where like this one homeboy from Tupac's crew from the Outlaws, he would be out there in one studio, kind of like working with himself most of the time, and he said that fucking room was filled with fucking Puffy's crew. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, uh, some other dudes showed up and robbed and shot Tupac by the elevator. I'm not sure. I think they came out of the elevator or Pac came out of the elevator. It was one of the two. And they took his death row chain and 3 gold rings. Right? They took 3 gold rings and his death row chain. And then later you see a picture of Biggie Smalls, man. Biggie wearing a death row chain, and he was being all flamboyant with it, man. Like he was going like showing he had 2 rings on one hand, 1 ring on the other hand. Just and then showing it, he was just all like he had that one, he was just like, but that shit kinda didn't look right on him. He's too big, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so back then that was when like the East Coast and West Coast beef actually started. That's when, because he blamed Biggie and Puffy for that shit. You know what I'm saying? The cops showed up, and you could see Puffy right there in the front room of the studio, and some other cat wearing a green jacket. I forgot who that was, uh, but Biggie wasn't there. It was just Puffy and but they end up giving Biggie the fucking chain and rings. And a lot of people are saying, nah, Biggie didn't have it, or Biggie did have it. That's another thing, man. It's more controversy over that shit. But I personally feel that he had it, man, because he was. I saw a fucking picture, man. He had a fucking death row chain. Why would he be wearing a death row chain, man? He's with Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, there's back to recent times before Pac died, or assuming he died. You know what I mean? Frank Alexander, right? Well, first, let me rewind. Michael Moore ends up dead. That one bodyguard, right? That cat ended up dead, and they said that he died in his sleep, right? So his chick said that she woke up and he had his arms around her and he was dead. So I don't know what they did to him, but it's just coincidence. Check it out. And then Raptor Michael Moore, which he was a bodyguard to Tupac, ends up dead. And then Frank Alexander ends up dead. That's the other bodyguard. He was actually the Pac's main bodyguard. He was with Pac everywhere. Frank Alexander, right? And because Frank, he was eager to find Tupac's killer. Like he said, he was trying to find out what was going on, and he was getting close. He was digging, and he was getting close to finding out who was involved in all that shit. So he wrote a book, and it was called "Got Your Back," and he was really digging, man. So they knew this happened. I think 20 years after. No, no, yeah, because he recently died, man, not too long ago, and I don't know if he actually know who if he's dead or he faked his death, or but he wanted to know who was involved in what. So he knew it was a COINTELPRO, but right after Tupac's death, R.J. Bond told Frank that Death Row wanted him dead. So Frank Alexander, he died on May the 3rd, 2013, which was like 4 years ago, almost five, from a bullet to the head. He got shot in the head. The police said it was a suicide, man. A fucking suicide. You kidding me? How is somebody, come on, man. These motherfuckers are something else, man. So, you know what I'm saying? So he ended up dead, you know? So, anyways, and the coroner about Michael Moore, uh, they said he had a prior back injury that led him to be on pain medications. Based on the autopsy, the coroner said he had died due to accidental drug overdose. Again, really? Hell no, man. That's bullshit. Like I said before, the COINTEL's involved, and they didn't want anybody to find out, anything, bro, that who was involved or anything in that nature, man. Well, that's for now. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So, if I do make a part three, I'm not sure. Leave some comments if you want me to continue. Let let y'all know what's going on. Leave some comments, but make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. This is Big Cass 210 Hoods Movement. I'm out. Deuces.